Another sleepless night. So you know what that means? More late night beast night. My bad. More late night Beastar chapters. Until I get tired of it. So, welcome back, Academy After Dark. We are gonna continue where we left off, which is on chapter 29. Let's get started. So, we are still at the Meteor Festival, and it looks like Drama Club just finished their dinosaur, which is pretty cool. See it glowing? Let's see. I'm turning it on. Come on, hurry. I hope it turns out good. Switch on. A dinosaur sculpture illuminates. Legacy gazes at its brilliant radiance. Time until the Meteor Festival. 2 weeks. Yes, it turned on. So, last chapter, Legacy finally figured out what the feeling that was bothering him was. The man's in love. And I want to see how he's going to react to his newfound revelation. It was pretty clear from the first couple chapters after he met Haru that that was his feeling, but now I want to see how Legacy's going to act on this feeling. And, you know, the path it's going to take him now that he's in direct conflict with Louis, since Louis is pretty much shacking up with Haru at the moment. So I wonder how Legacy's going to fit into this. So, chapter 29. Refreshing winds from the passing of a metro train. In the drama club, the stage crew and the actor team are preparing for the festival. We have Juno here with the rest of them, and the rest have their minds on the day of the light ceremony. Any couple who places a lit up candle together will be fated to... I gotta interrupt it. Fated to what? Be together forever? Something like that, I bet. Juno definitely has her eyes on that meteor right there, and no doubt she wants Legacy to light a candle with her. That would be ideal for Juno. That's something she would want. Legacy, on the other hand, I can't really see him doing something romantic like that, but if this rock is being set up, and if it were to go that direction, obviously he would want Haru to light a candle with him. Now, the question I have, what does Haru want in all this? Clearly, she likes Louis, so it wouldn't be out of the question if Louis were to change his mind. She would most definitely light a candle with them in a heartbeat. But as we know, that's unlikely to happen because Louis has obligations to already be married once he graduates. So it's an interesting triangle and dynamic that's going on right now. And at the moment, Legacy has that realization that he finally he's falling in love with Haru. Juno is kind of oblivious to it though. She hasn't really come into contact with Haru yet, and she barely knows Legacy or anything about his life. So I want to see how she reacts to you know, finding out how Legacy's real feelings, or if they even get to that point, given how Legacy's kind of oblivious to Juno's feelings. So, I don't know, it's setting up to be a disaster, and I can't wait to see it. Come on, man, you need to go ask someone out before all the good girls are taken. Did you ask someone out to the light ceremony? Huh? Did you? Man, what about you? I'd like to experience that while we're still in high school. Hey guys, listen. We're going to stop working for the day. We need to go put the equipment back. We're going back to school. Huh? But it's only 5. Is it because of the news? Yeah. We've been getting more murders lately, so it's dangerous to be outside at night. Oh man. People literally get eaten in the streets. That's pretty nuts. What if you have a late night job as a herbivore and you have to walk home, say if like you don't have a transportation, like a vehicle to keep you safe at least, because I know that they have public transportation like trains and stuff like that, since the city is based on San Francisco, not San Francisco, Hong Kong or something like that, and New York. So public transportation should be pretty efficient here, I would guess. Or unless you're a bird and you just get to fly wherever you want to go. But yeah, that's a pretty anxiety-inducing way to live. Literal predators out there at night. So, do you get it? I did hear about the incident yesterday where 5 tree sparrow children were killed. The day before last I read online that they found a duck corpse in the town next to us. Ah, that's scary. Yeah, so let's go back to our school, all cheerful like. We've got nothing to worry about if we go back as a group. I hope nothing happens in the Meteor Festival. Murders are always at their highest during the summer, but this year seems kind of strange. Well, I heard that carnivores have a bad temper during the summer. Is that true? What do you think? Well, you're being harsh if you're asking me. Oh, hippos are carnivorous too, right? Yeah, they are. Or are they omnivores? I kind of forget. Hippos don't get talked about a lot. I know they sweat pink and stuff, but I don't really know much about hippos. I call them water pigs. Proper animal names. But, if it's not true, then how do you explain that? Oh, Legosi. He's in one of his moods because he saw Louis pet Haru on the head. Well, that doesn't look like bad temper. It looks more like he's in deep thought. For the past 2-3 days, he's been prone to freezing. Legosi, just wash the brushes already. Oh, he's frozen. Poor Legosi, he doesn't know what to do. It was really bad yesterday. Oh, okay, give it here. How many boxes left? Hey, Legosi. He suddenly stopped moving when we were in the middle of a bucket brigade. That's easy to figure out. He probably got a flashback from a bad memory or something. It's nothing too bad. It's nothing to do with bad temper. Legosi, you need to go. Come on, move. A bad memory? He keeps seeing Haru and Louis over and over. Maybe he got into a little scuffle with Juno. It's great to be young. Hey girlie, you're a student from Cherryton School, right? The drama club members are leaving. You should leave too, since it's dangerous outside. You might be unlucky enough to get eaten if you're not too careful. I can't even laugh about it. Thanks for the warning. Wow, they really are gone. That's quite the sculpture they made. Okay, so yeah, okay, so that's like the worst case scenario right here. Since Haru's a small animal, she could just get snatched up without a fight. Rabbits aren't strong at all, and given her like composition, she's just dead. That sucks. Like, that really sucks. I'm all alone. No one will probably notice if I do happen to get eaten. You know, I always thought days were longer in summers. It's pretty dark today. Haru. Okay, Legosi looks terrifying right now. What's wrong with him? It's so awkward. You know he's not gonna do anything, but it's like, come on man, get it together. Legosi, it's you. Yoo-hoo. This wolf is such a weirdo. He's been kind of cold to me lately, but now it's like he wants my attention. In his own derpy way, he finally realizes he's like leaning over her in a threatening manner. Well, in a way that can be perceived as threatening. So, I like how the little details where he remembers his manners and he just squats down to get to eye level. Whoops, gotta stay at, oh, he even says it. Whoops, gotta stay at eye level. It's been a while since we talked. You doing okay? Yeah. Aren't you supposed to leave? Yeah. Haru, let's walk back to school together. Well, sure. But why? Because it's dangerous outside. Is he trying to be dramatic? That's kind of creepy. Anyway, he was probably joking when he said that. I probably should have followed along and said, well, you're kind of dangerous. Sorry for ruining the joke. Is he still nervous around her? He is. I take one step, Haru takes 3 steps. I take 1 step, Haru takes 3 steps. Okay, seriously? What's up with you today? He's really in his head. Hey Legosi. Yeah? Ever since the first time we met, I felt like I could never read you. Oh, really? The first time we met. She started taking her clothes off. Okay, so it makes sense. That's a nice callback. She could never read him, and the first time they met, she literally misread his intentions. Okay. Let's see. It sure is hot today. I hear it's gonna be colder tomorrow, so it'll be more comfortable. Why don't you ever bring that up? So they must be thinking about the same thing. And Legosi tried to change the subject, so she was trying to make conversation about that. But something I don't understand. What purpose would that really serve, bringing up the past like that? Because what she remembers as her first meeting with him, Legosi remembers something different. He remembers literally the first day he tried to eat her. You know? That's kind of like a relevant plot point. So, what she remembers and what he remembers are 2 completely different things. From 2 completely different perspectives. But at the same time, Haru freaking has to know. I know she said she didn't remember, but there's no way she wouldn't remember. Even if she didn't see his face, she would still know, you know? Anyway, so continuing on. You met a bunny for the first time and she tried to seduce you. We're friends now, so there's no problem with having a good laugh about it. I can't treat it like it wasn't a big deal. It was a really big deal to me, so I want to keep that memory to myself. There's nothing else I can do about it. I like how he said that. Like, even though it was awkward, it's an awkward memory. That's his first time ever feeling validated as a male and as a carnivore, as a wolf. So it makes sense that he's being very respectful about it, because he really just wants Haru's company. You know, he's in love, but I like how it's not like superficial. He really wants to get to know Haru more and just talk to her how things should be. Because most anime, I like how human this feels, because most anime or manga, the characters are overblown, super perverted, and they always go towards lewd things super quickly. But in Legosi's mind, it's that craving for simple connection. That's something that both these characters share, and that's something I respect a lot, because it speaks a lot about the human condition, even in real life. People want that connection, and they try and get it in certain ways, in, you know, misguided ways, like jumping into sex straight away. And that's how most relationships end too, where, you know, they jump into it for sex. Not speaking for all relationships, I'm just saying some of them, and then realize they don't have that connection. Then that's how breakups happen, or it happens over time. So I like how it's starting off really simple, and I want to see what he says to Haru about this. So anyway, I want you to respect that, and I want you to stop acting so distant all the time. Oh, is he saying that to Haru? What does he mean by distant? Oh, okay, so he doesn't want her to bring up that memory again, right? But at the same time, that's kind of not fair to not talk about it. I know he's not really focused on that, but at the same time, there's no harm in bringing it up, you know? I would believe that's a sign of emotional maturity, being able to laugh about stuff like that, you know? Especially since it was awkward. And plus, I guess it kind of makes sense. It's in line with Haru's character to bring that up. Because I don't know if she knows how to connect with people other than with sex, you know? Because that's Haru's preferred method of doing it. Since I haven't seen her hold any like lasting relationships outside of Louis, but that seems completely one-sided. And Haru's not really getting anything from that other than physical affection, but how is she being fulfilled emotionally? I think that's what both these characters need. Anyway, Haru continues and says, I don't want to hear that, coming from a wolf like you. Okay, here comes the train. You don't know what it feels like to be an animal whose life is always in danger. Oof, that hits. Okay, that really hits. I could be eaten by a carnivore while I'm still unloved. You don't have to worry about that, so you don't have a chance of understanding me ever. Oh, wow. See, I love that about Haru. Like, she's such a controversial character. She's such a complex character. She has layers. Like, she's not a slut just for the hell of it. She has reasons to do what she does and say what she says. And she doesn't take anything laying down, even from Legacy right here. Even though he's bigger than her, stronger than her, whatever. She doesn't take anything laying down, and I respect it, because that's just the reality of it. Legacy, his own personal like circumstance and situation, it may not seem like it, he may hate himself for it, that he was born a carnivore, but in a world where you can be eaten at any moment or killed just because someone's stronger than you or they decide to, having the strength to defend yourself and not having to worry about it, you know, that's peace of mind right there. That's a sense of security. That's a luxury Haru does not get to have, right? She was born like one of the weakest species, a dwarf rabbit. And she's right. Like, she has every reason to live her life how she sees fit. Because she even said it in her introduction chapter, like, only the strongest, she said something like the strongest in their world live free. Like, the freest people, like, are the strongest. Or something along those lines. I kind of forget, but it was something along those lines. So as she tries to leave, Legacy grabs her hand. That's another sign. Legacy has these tics whenever Haru, I don't know if that's his predatory instinct kicking in, or if that's just him being assertive, or what, but remember when they met after Haru told off those bullies and they ran because Legacy showed up, how she was trying to walk past him and he slammed his hand against the wall? This is kind of like another episode of that happening, where she's trying to run away from him and he grabs her. So that's a sign of, like, I view it as a sign of possessiveness a little bit, but at the same time, if I were to take, you know, his predatory instincts out of it, why would you just let your friend walk away like that? You know, the conversation isn't over just because one of you walks away. So, I don't know, I like seeing him like assertive like this, even if he is crossing boundaries. And let's not forget, they are in public right now. There's a bear over there and some herbivores over there. I wonder if this fight's about to get messy, because if you remember, you can't, I remember when Legacy and Louis wanted to bite him, and Louis wanted Legacy to bite him, and Legacy said that carnivores aren't allowed to expose their fangs or whatever to herbivores. So if it looks like it's getting uncomfortable out here between these two in their argument or whatever, will they get in trouble for that? Because they're not in a school setting, so that could be looked at the wrong way. And let's not forget, they just said that devourings and stuff have been happening more lately over the city, so that's not a good, this isn't a good move at all. Let's see, I'm going to a different car. Let go. No, I can't. We're not done talking. Yes, we are. I told you the truth. Don't patronize me. When you don't know anything about me, let go. But I'll let go if you stay. What? No. Let go. No. Let go. No. Hmm? He's surrounded. Okay, so it did happen. Dude, let her go. You're both going to the same place. That looks bad. Huh? Is he trying to assault her? Someone help. Where's a large breed carnivore when you need one? Okay, here they come. Sir, look. You need to help her. Sir, look, you need to help her. Ah, someone snitched. Hey, wolf. What do you think you're doing to that rabbit? Oh, sorry. We were just having an argument. I wasn't trying to... Whoa, what's happening? Run. We're getting out of here. What? Why? Just come on. Hey, stop right there. Okay, so the police... Security's chasing them now. Excuse me, let me through. Huh? What's going on? Okay, so they're running. I like how Haru's taking charge and just leading him away. Why are we running? We're only making ourselves look suspicious. Stupid! Nowadays, a carnivore can be arrested just for arguing with the herbivore. Oh, okay, so that's confirmed then. Especially outside of school? I mean, school, I'd figured they'd be a little bit more protected, you know, given that they're students or whatever, but they're in the outside world now. I think the rules are a little bit more stricter. You can't even argue? Wow, that's kind of oppressive. So carnivores have it rough too. Like, I can see why there would be a lot of pent-up aggression if they can't even, like, they constantly have to, like, hide their more, what's it called, unsavory traits, like their fangs and stuff, their claws and stuff. Like, you can't appear threatening in any type of way. That's messed up. Anyway, continuing, they're running through the tunnel. It'll be all over if you get arrested. It won't matter if they don't find any evidence. They'll just throw you straight in juvie. Wait, I'll call the police. Really? Juvie? Even if you argue? Wow, that's garbage. What kind of world is this? Who made these rules? Like, where does the Beastar fit in? I just realized that this series is called Beastars. So where does the Beastar fit into this at all? That's my question. So you can't even argue without being thrown into jail? Even, that's so one-sided. So say if it was the herbivore that was at fault and it was the carnivore that was being harassed or whatever, and say like if the carnivore had to just defend themselves, I'm not saying like fight or whatever, that would be herbivore favor. That's messed up. That's really messed up. Okay. They're still booking it. Sorry, coming through. Sorry. Whoa, I almost kicked her. So, get in front of her, Legacy. Your legs are way too long. So, like I was saying, you're really hard to deal with. I can't tell if you're sensitive or insensitive. He's still trying to talk while they're running. It's so hard to run. Come on. I'm trying to figure out how to make this work. We're just so different from each other, so I don't know how I should act. Then don't try to be considerate right now. Lead the way and run as fast as you can. Do you want to get caught? Hurry. I love, man, I can see the charm with Haru. She's leading him, right? And she's taking control of the situation, being assertive, trying to get Legacy to move his ass, right? Because she does care about him. If she didn't, she wouldn't be running. She was the first to run and drag him along with her, right? But I love how she commands him to freaking move his ass, you know, get the lead out, like right now. I don't want you going to jail. So how does he respond to that command? Because he's a dog, right? So, and all the time I've been around her, and all the time I've been in love with her, this must be the first time that I felt glad to be a wolf. Is it because they're holding hands right now as they run? It reminds me of that scene in Titanic where Jack and Rose are on the ship and then they just start running from that one guy. This must be what that feels like. Even though they're in shit, like hot water, like it's still, you know, something good can come out of that. So they're running. I don't know where I'm headed to. Nor do I know how I'll be seen, but I found a path. Now I just have to move forward. I respect it. That's all he can do. Anyway, looks like they lost him. Let's see, are they hiding? They're hiding in the bathroom. Okay. I don't think they're here. They're probably outside by now. Let's go let's go talk to the ticket examiner. They should be upstairs. Their hearts can't stop beating, and not just because of their running. You're too fast. I can't even catch my breath. You told me to run as fast as I can. Don't worry, I'll buy you a juice later. So Legacy got to be him. He got to be himself. He got to show off his strength to her. Like how fast, firstly, how fast he is. So that's really good. I want to see that's really good. I love character moments like this. Yeah. This was a really good chapter. I enjoyed reading it. And I hope the music added a little bit more atmosphere too. This is a pretty chill chapter, so yep, I can't wait to get to chapter oh wow, we're about to be on chapter 30. That's gonna be something. Well, I look forward to it. I will see you then. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Do what you want. Either way, see you when I see you.